Hey, good evening. Tonight we're going to install XAMPP, which is a portable web server that you can run on any operating system just about. And we're actually going to install WordPress on top of that application. So right now we're going to go to XAMPP, which you can locate it at apachefriends.org/download.html. We're going to download this one right here, version 5.519. And we're going to go ahead and save that on our desktop. Alright, and while that's running, we're going to go to wordpress.org and we're going to download WordPress. Over here on the right, you'll see download WordPress 4.11. We're also going to save that on the desktop. And you'll notice it's a zip file. So after it downloads, we're actually going to extract it. I'm going to create a new folder on my desktop called WP Site, and that's where we're going to extract the WordPress zip file to. We're going to open up the zip file, and within that we'll have a WordPress folder. Select all of those items and drag them to your WP Site folder. Right, and it also looks like our XAMPP download finished. And it looks like we're going to have to rename this file to an exe. So the download by default is not an executable, but if you right click rename it to .exe, then you'll be able to launch it. We're going to click run. And if you notice, the WordPress extraction is still happening. It's going to take it a few minutes. Alright, so the installer for XAMPP is up. Go ahead, click next. And for this, we're not going to need the Webalizer, Fake Send Mail. We're not going to need Perl or Tomcat, Mercury Mail, or the FTP server. We are going to need Apache, MySQL, PHP, and PHPMyAdmin. We're going to install it in the default directory of XAMPP. We're going to uncheck this box, and now it's installing. Alright, we're going to go ahead and click Allow Access. This is for the Apache HTTP server. And keep in mind, this video is for demonstration purposes only. You wouldn't want to use what we're doing in this video for a production web server. We're not going to be using any specific passwords. In fact, we're going to leave the root database password blank, so you wouldn't want to do that in your production setup. The setup's complete, and we're going to go ahead and click on Finish to open the control panel. The control panel is going to allow us to start and stop the services, as well as configure the MySQL database. Alright, so as you can see, Apache is running, MySQL is not. We're going to go ahead and click on the Start button, and it's now running. If we click on Config, you'll see that the my.ini file is available for editing. You also want to go ahead and click on Allow Access for MySQLD if you get that notification on your firewall. If you click on the admin button, you'll be presented with the MyPHP admin page, and we're actually going to create a new database here, and we're going to call it WP Site 1. We're going to go ahead and click Create, and it has now been created. Alright, so it looks like our copy of the WP files are complete. So we have WP site folder, and within that we have all the files that we extracted from the WordPress download. What we're going to do is copy this file, and we're going to paste it into the htdocs folder of Apache. To do that, we're going to go to the C drive, XAMPP, htdocs, and paste the folder. Alright, so while that's copying, we're going to go ahead and open up the link for that, and it's http://localhost, and you're going to get the default XAMPP page. So as you saw, we created a folder WP site, and we're going to change XAMPP to WP site, and that brings us to the setup guide. Alright, so on here we're going to choose our English language. Now it's going to ask you a couple of questions: the database name, username, password, and host. Table prefix as well. So let's go ahead and click on Let's Go. The database name, you can leave it as WP Site 1 is what we created. The username, you can put root, and the password, leave it blank for now. Go ahead and click Submit. And it says, alright Sparky, you've made it through this part of the installation. WordPress can now communicate with your database. If you're ready, time now to run the install. Alright, so we're going to create a site title, and we're just going to call it WP Testing. We're going to create a new username. You could use your name. You're going to create a password. And you can put your email in here. And in a production environment, you would want to allow search engines to index this site. For testing, we're going to leave this checked as well. Next, we're going to go ahead and click Install WordPress. Alright, so it says it's been successfully installed, and also has, were you expecting more steps? Sorry to disappoint. So your username is going to be the username you created and the password you chose. Let's go ahead and try to log in. And it's going to take the site a couple seconds to generate it, the web page for the first time. And right off the bat, it notifies us that Internet Explorer is out of date. I'm using just a regular Windows 7 install, which has IE 8. So that concludes this video of installing WordPress on top of XAMPP. Stay tuned for our next videos. Also, check our website out for awesome hosting deals on WordPress and Joomla. That website is etssc.com. Click on Services, and you will find website hosting. We have a special this month. We can host your WordPress site or Joomla site for only $3.99 a month, and we also include support